WWE Smackdown was in France. It was pre-recorded for the American audience. However, unlike France's nerve when it comes to battle, the rating actually held steady. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Smackdown's rating is in for the 3rd of May edition, 2024. The show, obviously, was live in France, but obviously in America, by the time it came on, would have been pre-recorded. It would have been technically taped, and results would have been leaked due to airing on its natural time. And therefore, you do expect the rating to dip. You expect the audience maybe not to tune in because you already know what happens. That's kind of how life works. If you know how the show's going to go, if you already know the results, you're a lot less likely to tune in. But that wasn't the case here for WWE SmackDown, as it did a 2.148 million viewers. Now, this is actually up on last week's 2.143, but it's not a large enough margin to gain a full 1%. So technically, in terms of percentage, it's not up, but it is up 5,000 viewers, which is impressive considering, like I said, this was pre-recorded, being in France, and the results were already available about, maybe 6 hours, 7 hours before it was ready to air in America. So I think it's a good rating for SmackDown. The demographic was a 0.60, which is not bad. Again, up on last week's, which was 0.58. So SmackDown slightly up in both the viewership and the demographic. Not bad considering it was a throwaway shit show and ended 10 minutes early.
I think it was quite a good rating because when you actually looked at Twitter during when we watched it in the UK, which was between 6 and 8 at night, damn it, there was a lot of people tweeting about it, Americans tweeting about it. I'm actually shocked it was that high. I'm surprised it was one of those ones they just put on Fox Sport 1. We've seen them do that in the past, and remember that one with Fury, and it did like 250,000?
Could you make a case that going forward, it wouldn't hurt WWE if they actually did more shows that were suitable to a European audience? Because the shows that are in Europe, they're a good time for Europeans, and you're still getting the pre-taped show in America because obviously America is 6 hours behind. If you have the show live in America, then you can't pre-tape it on the same day for the European audience.
Yeah.
So this is not a massive problem for WWE when they do shows in the UK, because you can still show the same show that day in America at the same time slot, but it's impossible to show the show at a reasonable time for the UK and European audience if the show's live in America. You just can't do that.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You could actually argue. I know they say the reason they never really wanted to do premium live events and stuff, and I get it, maybe they're different, because a premium live event would have to be live almost to be worth watching, but I definitely think there's more advantages to having these European shows. You can maintain the American audience with a pre-taped show more than you will the Europeans, because they would at best have to watch it a day later. Yeah. Whereas the Americans, you're watching it maybe 6 hours later.
I think we can look forward to this though. Saudi Arabia's got a Smackdown and pay-per-view, and then Glasgow's the same. So they're probably going to be the exact same formula. And
I imagine they will do more. So yeah, we'll see what. And I mean, could you make a case that Monday is Raw if they can do a SmackDown and they can do a premium live event? What's stopping them from staying a couple more days and doing Monday night?
But they probably want back for their live shows in America.
True, but this SmackDown had no real effect on the live shows. In fact, the rating marginally went up. Now, maybe they didn't have the competition of the NBA this week, or whatever excuse they used last week. But let's look at the numbers then in terms of the YouTube feeds. So we are approximately 3 full days and 3 hours since these clips were uploaded to the YouTube channel. So we're talking 75 hours have went from these clips were uploaded to now. And here are the numbers. First place is Styles slapping Rhodes ahead of the Backlash match. This got 607,000 views. Second place, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens brawling with the Bloodline. This got 468,000. And surprisingly, in third place was Dragon Lee attacking Carlito, and this got 370,000 views. Then in fourth place, we have Belair, Bayley, Naomi, Cargill taking on Damage Control and Stratton. 5th place, we have LA Knight sounding off against Santos Escobar. 6th place, we have the Street Profits versus A-Town Down. 7th place, we have LA Knight versus Angel. And then in 8th place, with 132,000 views, who would have thunk it? The New Catch Republic versus Authors of Pain. Just a throwaway shit match that nobody wants to see, and it's to nobody's surprise that this is doing the lowest numbers on the show. Fucking god awful.
Yeah, it was like the only match that got no pop, no reaction. The crowd was electric for 2 days, and they unplugged for this one, and they won.
I don't blame them. So yeah, there's just certain people, even when it comes to both WWE and AEW, there's certain people you just look at and you go, they're ratings killers.
Yeah.
And like the New Catch Republic and Authors of Pain, that's it. Those guys are never going to pop a rating.
No.
And it's no surprise LA Knight, who would normally do decent in the fuse, has been tanked here due to the fact he was taking on Angel.
See the Final Testament and New Catch Republic. I mean, pretty much every member of the LWO.
Anyone who's Mexican.
Legado del Fantasma. Like, you could literally get rid of all of them, man, and you lose nothing.
Yeah.
What it means is you can just give better people more time.
Exactly. So, I mean, personally, if it was up to me,
You're saving money.
I'd be getting rid of all of them.
Yeah.
Why not? Anyway, guys, that's it. There's your ratings. There's your YouTube views. Decent week for Smackdown. And obviously, we can't do AEW Collision ratings because there was no Collision. Once again, it was cancelled there. I mean, how often is that now? Collision's been cancelled in the last 6 months. It's at least 4 or 5 times. It's not a good look.
No, it's not.
How can you build a brand when you know the show's going to take place every Saturday? Anyway, guys, that's it. Quarter by quarter ratings. Might do them, might not. Depends, to be honest. I mean, yeah, probably will. Why not? Who are we kidding? We'll be there. Till next time. Peace.